Hello everyone, my name is Naman Goyal and today we are going to learn lecture 3 of quadratic equations and inequality, right? See, in previous class we learned about how we factorize a quadratic equation by using the concept of middle term splitting, right? Now, today in today's class we are going to cover the topic solving a linear equation, solving a quadratic equation by completing the square method. See, completing the square method is one of the most important method. This is very important method, right? So in today's class we are going to learn about that, and after that we are going to prove, with the help of this method we are going to prove a formula which is known as quadratic formula, which is known as quadratic formula. And with the help of that formula we are going to you find the nature of roots. See, roots are what, the as I told you in previous lectures, roots is what, the value of that variable at which the value of that quadratic polynomials becomes zero. That's the value of that variable is known as roots, right? So as we know that the graph of this quadratic polynomial, or we can say that quadratic polynomial, is a parabola. This graph is known as parabola. Okay, so in today's lecture we are going to learn about solving quadratic equation by using completing the square method. Okay, first of all we are going to remember that we learn what is the general form of quadratic polynomial. The general form of quadratic polynomial is ax square plus bx plus c, right? So so first we are going to start with the method solving quadratic equation by using completing the square method. Okay, so for quadratic equation that can be solved by factoring, we use a method which solve all the quadratic equation called completing the square. See, for quadratic equation which can be factorized, that quadratic equation we are going to solve with the method what, middle term splitting. But for quadratic equation which cannot be solved by factoring, it means what, we are not able to factorize them. So that's types of quadratic equations are going to be solved by this method, completing the square method. Okay, also try to make coefficient of x square as 1. So for example, if in question it is given that x square plus 2x plus 3. So if we want to factorize this, then we are not able to factorize this by using middle term splitting. Okay, middle term splitting, because here what we need two numbers whose product is 3, p into q is 3, and summation p plus q is what, 2. So we are not able to find that two numbers, right? So these types of quadratic equation are going to be solved with completing the square method. Okay, okay, now see, there is a question x square, there is a question x square minus 8x plus 12 is equals to 0. See, what we want to do, we want to perform this completing the square, this, so we want to solve this equation by using the method of completing the square. Okay, so see, for solving the completing the square, what we have to do, we have to take this constant term to right hand side first. So it becomes x square minus 8x is equals to minus 12, right? Okay, now see, what we have to do, we have to make this quadratic, the LHS part of this quadratic equation, in the form of a plus b whole square, which is what, a square plus 2ab plus b square, or in the form of a minus b whole square, which is what, a square minus 2ab plus b square. Okay, so if you see here, the minus sign is there. Which sign is there? Minus sign is there. So what we have to do, we have to use this identity. Okay, now see how we do this. If you see how we do this, let's start doing this question. Okay, so what we want to do, we want to make this LHS part in the form of a minus b whole square is equals to a square minus 2ab, right? So if you see, this x square can be written as x whole square. Now, what we need minus 2 over there. So we can put minus 2 from our side. Now the number is here, which comes also here. Okay. So now it becomes minus 2x. Now see, here is minus 8x, right? So what we have to do, we have to multiply it by 4 from our side for make it balance. If you see, minus 2 into 4 is minus 8 and x is there. So this quantity is balanced with this quantity. If you see, this quantity is balanced with this quantity. Now the next steps is what we have to do. We have to add the square of this quantity. If you see, the square of this number b square is there, so we have to add this. So 4 square, now we have to subtract this also, 4 square, and what we get, minus 12. Okay. Now if you see, up to this quantity, up to this quantity, x square minus 2x into 4 plus 4 square, it becomes what, a square minus 2ab plus b square, which is a minus b whole square. So that quantity can be written as x minus 4 whole square. Now minus 4 square is there, is equals to minus 12 is there. Okay. Now we can take x minus 4, x minus 4, this is minus. Okay. X minus 4 whole square is equals to, you can take this 16, 4 square is what, 16, you can take this 16 at this side. So it becomes 16 minus 12. So it becomes like x minus 4 whole square is equals to 4. Now what we have to do, we have to take under root both the sides. So if we take under root both the sides, it's always gives what, plus minus sign. So please give some more attention while taking under root of any two quantities. So if you take under root of any two quantities, it will always gives plus minus sign. So this quantity can be written as x minus 4 is equals to plus minus 2. Okay. Because the root of 4 is 2 and plus minus comes here. So first we are going to take x minus 4 as 2, and if we take x minus 4 as 2, then what we get, x is equals to 6. So x is equals to 6 is our answer. Okay. So first root we got for this equation is what, x is equals to 8. Okay. And second root is come when we take minus 2 over there. So it becomes x minus 4 is equals to minus 2. So it gives x is equals to 4 minus 2, which is 2. So we can solve this equation by making it completing the square. Are you getting my point? Okay. So what we do, we just take a quick review of this question. What we do in this question, let's see. See, the equation is given like that, right? Now, if minus sign is there, then we try to solve the equation by making this equation in the form of a minus b whole square, which is a square minus 2ab plus b square. Okay. Now, if plus sign is there, then what we have to do, we have to take it as a plus b whole square, which is a square plus 2ab plus b square, right? So first thing what we do, we just take this 12 to RHS, so it becomes minus 12. Now for x square minus 8x, this x square can be written as x square because a square is there. Now minus minus come as it is. Now 2 from our side because here is 2. Now a means this number will comes here. So minus 2. Now for making its balance, we have to multiply it by 4 also. So that's why we multiply this quantity by 4. Plus b square is there. So we have to add 4 square and we have to subtract 4 square. Why we add 4 square and why we subtract 4 square? Because the equation must be balanced. Okay. We never change the equation. So if we add 4 extra here, then we have to subtract also. Okay. So this quantity gives what, a square minus 2ab plus b square, which is a minus b whole square. Now 4 square is there and minus 12 square. Now after this we can solve it easily. Okay. So we can do this, right? Okay. Now there is another question we have. In this question, it is given that find the roots of the equation x square plus 10x minus 4 is equals to 0. using the method completing the square. Okay, using which method? Completing the square. Because see, in question it is given that you have to use this specific method. So if in question it is given that you have to use the completing the square method, then you have to use that only. Okay, if you use another method while solving this quadratic equation, then marks should be must be deducted, okay, for this question, for that question. Okay, so what we have to do, we have to solve x square plus 10x minus 4 is equals to 0 by using completing the square method. Okay, okay, so let's start. As you see here, plus sign is there. So what we have to do, we have to try to make it in the form of a plus b whole square is equals to a square plus 2ab plus b square, isn't it? Yes. So first we have to take this minus 4 to this side. So it gives x square plus 10x is equals to 4. Now this can be written as x square plus 2 from our side. Now the number which comes here, it comes here also. Now for make it balance, see this is 10x and this is 2x. So how we can check which number should we come? So you have to divide 10x by 2x. So if you divide 10x by 2x, then what you get? 5. So the number 5 comes here. Are you getting my point? Okay. So the next step is what? 2, 5 and x. 10x is there and 10x is there. So the number comes here, which is taken as b. So we have to add b square also. So b square means 5 square comes here. Now we have to add 5 square by also. Okay. So it gives 4. Okay. Now if you see from this quantity to this quantity, it is what? A square plus 2ab plus b square, means this can be written as a plus b whole square. So this quantity up to that 5 square can be written as x plus 5 whole square. Now minus 5 square is become minus 25 is equals to minus 4. So it becomes x plus 5 whole square is equals to 25 minus 4, which is 21. Now again we are going to take under root both the sides. So as I told you in previous question, if you are going to take under root on both the side, then what we have to do, we have to take plus minus sign both. If you take only plus sign, question will wrong, question answer will become wrong. If you take only minus sign, then answer will become wrong. So we have to take both the side. Okay, so it becomes like x plus 5 whole square, or we can take under root, so it gives what? Plus minus root 21. Now see, we are not able to find the exact value of root 21 because root 21 is a irrational number. Okay, okay, so first if we take x plus 5 as root 21 plus sign, so the value of x we got, which is minus 5 plus root 21, right? This is root 21. Are you getting my point? Okay, this is simple, very simple, na, very simple. Now see, there is second case. If the value of x plus 5 is minus root 21, then the value of x is what? Minus 5 minus root 21. So we got two values of x. Okay, so especially in this type of question, especially in this type of question, we have to use the completing the square method. Okay, because this type of question cannot be done by using the concept of middle term splitting. Why? See, this quadratic equation is given. So according to this quadratic equation, what we need two numbers whose product is 4 and their subtraction is 10. So we are not able to find that two numbers whose product is 4 and subtraction is 10. So that's why the completing the square method is easier to use. Okay, okay, are you getting my point? Okay, now see, in this question, in this question, it is given that the coefficient of x square is what? 1. So what if coefficient of x square becomes 2, 3 and so on, means it is not 1. For example, if there is a question 2x square plus 6x minus 7 is equals to 0. If this question is given, then what we have to do? Okay, let me clear this and rewrite this. Okay, now we are going to do. So if these types of question is given, then what we have to do means the coefficient of x square is not 1. In this question, if you see here, the coefficient of x square is not 1. So what we have to do, first we have to make the coefficient of x square as 1, because if you make the coefficient of x square as 1, then it becomes easier to solve. Okay, so हम क्या कर रहे हैं यहाँ पे, we can take 2 common. How we make 2x square coefficient as 1? We can take 2 common. So if I take 2 common, so it gives x square plus 3x minus 7 by 2. 3x minus, this is not, this is what, 7 by 2. Okay, this is 7 by 2 is equals to 0. Now if you see, this 2 comes to 0, right, and it becomes 0, right? So the equation we got, which is x square plus 3x is equals to, we can take now 7 by 2 to that side, so we got this. Okay, now we know how to factorize by using the method of completing the square. We know that how we do this. Okay, so I can tell you once again, it will be more helpful for you, right? So first of all, okay, now I'm going to tell you how we do this. Okay, now listen carefully. This quantity written as x square plus 2 from our side, and the number comes here, is comes here also. Now for balancing this, there is 3x and we got 2x, so for make it 3x, we have to multiply it by 3 by 2, right? Now plus 3 by 2 square minus 3 by 2 square is equals to 7 by 2, right? Isn't it? Yes. Okay, it is 7 by 2. Okay, so now the quantity till this part is what? A square plus 2ab plus b square, which is x plus 3 by 2 whole square. Okay, now this is what? 9 by 4. So we can take this 9 by 4 to that side, so it becomes plus 9 by 4. So it gives 7 by 2 plus 9 by 4. Okay, so now you can solve this, right? By taking two cases, you can solve this easily. Okay, so this is your assignment to solve further. Okay, if you add this, 4 is the LCM. Okay, now 2 4 7 is the 14. 14 plus 14 plus 9 is 14 plus 9 is what? 23, right? 14 plus 9 is 23. So now you can do this by taking under root both the side. And remember one thing, if you take under root on both the side, then you have to take plus minus sign also. So we do questions like this one, है ना? We done with the completing the square method, and also try to make coefficient of x square as 1. So in this question, in that question we done now, we use that concept. Okay, so we factorize this equation, okay, and after that we factorize this equation and we solve the roots this equation for this. Okay, so if you see, okay, now see, this is plus 4. A mistake I done here. It is what? Plus 4, right? So it is plus 4. So it is 29. So this is 29, this is 29, this is 29, and all the things becomes 29. Why it becomes 29? Because you see there is plus 4. I can write minus 4. Okay, so we can change it. Okay, so we can solve this. Okay, so if you see, the same answer we got here. Okay, so combinedly we can write down as minus 5 plus minus root 29. Okay, now if you see the sign of this, McDonald is makes parabola here. This part is parabola. This, if you see this part is what? A parabola. Okay. Okay. Now what is the meaning of nature of roots? What is the meaning of nature of roots? See, first thing, if there is a quadratic equation which is in the form of ax square plus bx plus c is equals to 0. So if there is a quadratic equation ax square plus bx plus c is equals to 0. So by using the concept of completing the square, we can prove a quadratic formula. We can prove that. Okay. So once you prove that quadratic formula, so what it is? The value of x, the value of x satisfying this equation is what? Minus b plus minus under the root of b square minus 4ac upon 2a. If we solve this general quadratic equation by using the concept of completing the square, then what we get the value of x as minus b plus minus under the root of b square minus 4ac upon 2a. Okay. So this is known as what? Quadratic formula. Okay. So if you see, consider the equation, the roots are given by the quadratic formula as x is equals to minus b plus minus under the root of b square minus 4ac upon 2a. Okay. So this is very simple. Okay. The quantity which comes inside root, the quantity which comes inside root, which is b square minus 4ac, is known as d, is represented by d, or d is known as what? Discriminant. Discriminant. Okay, this is what? D. Okay. So the quantity which is under square root expression is a b square minus 4ac, and this quantity is called discriminant of the quadratic equation. Okay. So this is the quantity that discriminate the quadratic equation having different nature of roots. This is represented by capital D, or we can say that capital D is equals to b square minus 4ac. So basically, a quadratic equation have maximum two roots. See, that it depends on degree. If you see, the degree of quadratic equation is 2, so there are two maximum root of that quadratic. Okay. Either there is no root, means no root means both roots are not real, if they are real, or they are not real. Okay. So complex root, we can say that complex root and non-real roots. Okay. If d is 0, if d is 0, then in that case it is becomes a perfect square. If I write down a quadratic equation as x square, x plus 2 whole square is equals to 0. So if you see, the value of x which satisfying this equation is only minus 2. Why it is only minus 2? Because it, if you open this, you will get this one, right? So the answer of x for this quadratic equation is also minus 2. Why? Because the value of d is 0. See, if you compare this equation with our journal equation, so what you get? Listen, you will get a as 1, b as 4, and c as 4. So if you find b square minus 4ac, you will get 0. So b square, see, b square is 4 minus 4 into a is what? 1 and c is 4. So it is 0, right? 4 into square minus 4 square is 0. Okay. So it means what? If a quadratic equation have only one root means both roots are same. So in that case, d is 0 and the quadratic equation is a perfect square. If you see here, x plus 2 whole square is a perfect square of x plus 2, right? So we can say that if d for any quadratic equation is 0, then the equation becomes what? A perfect square. Okay. So this is known as nature of roots. Okay. So if d is positive, means this quantity, I can write this as x as minus b plus minus root d upon 2a, right? I can write this like, okay, so if d is positive, so we got two roots, two real roots, okay? One is minus b plus root d, and one is minus b minus root d. Means we can take one roots as plus sign and one root as minus sign, okay? So we can say that if d is greater than 0, okay, so real and distinct. Okay, now see, if d is positive and d is a perfect square, if d is a, now see here two cases are open. One is d is a perfect square and d is not a perfect square. If d is a perfect square, then roots becomes disappear, है ना? Roots यहाँ से हट जाएगा. देखो, अगर d एक perfect square है, then there is no root. So this become root d becomes what? A rational number, है ना? तो ये rational है, minus b rational and 2a rational. So we can say that if we add two rational number, then we got a rational number. And if we divide two rational number, then we got a rational number. Okay, so if d is greater than 0, then d is, if d is a perfect square, d is greater than 0, d तो greater than 0 है, but उसमें भी दो केस हो चुके हैं. एक is, one is d is a perfect square and second is d is not a perfect square. So if d is a perfect square, so ये root हट गया. So it means what? Roots are rational. Rational roots are there. Okay. Okay. Now if d is not a perfect square, तो ये root नहीं हटेगा. Or if this root is there, then that number becomes irrational. So we can say that if d is not a perfect square, then roots are irrational. Are you getting my point? देखो, वेरी सिंपल है. आपको बस ये फॉर्मूला याद होना चाहिए एंड आपको ये पता होना चाहिए कि दिस इज डी, है ना? तो सारी नेचर ऑफ रूट्स में सारी चीजें डी पे डिपेंड है. इफ डी इज पॉजिटिव, देन रियल एंड डिस्टिंक्ट रूट. फर्स्ट पॉइंट इज रियल एंड डिस्टिंक्ट. रियल हो गए और अलग अलग होंगे. ठीक है. सो पहली चीज याद होना चाहिए कि इफ डी इज पॉजिटिव, देन रियल एंड डिस्टिंक्ट रूट. डिस्टिंक्ट रूट. ओके. ओके. And if d is 0, है ना? फर्स्ट थिंग इज दिस, सेकंड इज दिस. इफ d is 0, तो रियल और इक्वल, जैसा कि मैंने आपको यहाँ बताया, एज आई टोल्ड यू हेयर, इफ d is 0, तो इट इज रियल एंड इक्वल रूट्स. और इफ d is less than 0, d less than 0 का मतलब क्या है कि रूट के अंदर एक नेगेटिव नंबर, इनसाइड रूट देयर इज अ नेगेटिव नंबर, एंड वी नो दैट if a negative number comes inside root, then it becomes imaginary, it is not real. So we can say that if d is less than 0, then non-real roots, or we can say that complex and distinct root. And all complex numbers are always comes in conjugate. Okay. Okay, so are you getting my point? So this is all about nature of roots. So for finding the nature of roots of this equation, what we have to find? We have to find the value of d. And what is quadratic formula? Quadratic formula is what? If a equation is in the form of ax square plus bx plus c is equals to 0, then the value of x which satisfied that equation is given by minus b plus minus under the root of b square minus 4ac upon 2a. Are you getting my point? See, this is very simple and very important for board point of view. Okay, so you have to give more attention on this. Okay. 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 So now see, find roots and the nature of roots of this equation. Now see, this equation can be solved by using the concept of middle term splitting. This equation can be used by using the concept of completing the square, but for now we learn the quadratic formula. So that's why we are going to find the roots of this equation by using the concept of quadratic formula. So see, let's see, we are going to start doing this question. Okay. Okay, so can we start? Yes, we can start. So if you see, the equation is given as x square plus 5x plus 6 is equals to 0. Now if we compare this equation by our general equation, which is ax square plus bx plus c is equals to 0. ठीक है. So if you compare these two equation, you will get A as 1, B as 5 and C as 6. So the value of x we know, which is minus 1 plus minus under the root of b square minus 4ac upon 2a. So x is what? Minus b, minus 5, plus minus under the root of b square is 5 square minus 4. A is 1 and c is 6 upon 2a is 1. So the value of x, if you see here, the value of x is what? Minus 5 plus minus under the root of 5 square is what? 25 minus 4 into 6 is 24 upon 2 into 1 is 2. So the value of x we got, which is minus 5 plus minus. See, 25 minus 24 is what? 1, and root 1 is what? 1 upon 2. So the value of x is minus 5 plus minus 1 upon 2. So first we are going to take it by using plus sign, then we are going to take minus sign. Okay. So the value of x by taking plus sign, which is minus 5 plus 1 upon 2. So x is minus 5 plus 1 minus 4, and minus 4 divided by 2 is what? Minus 2. So the answer we got as minus 2. Okay. Are you getting the point? Second is what? If we take minus sign here, so the value of x is what? Minus 5 minus 1 upon 2. The value of x is minus 6 upon 2, which is minus 3. So we got two values. X is minus 2 and x is minus 3. So the roots of this quadratic equation is what? Minus 2 and minus 3. ठीक है, तो ये तो हमने इक्वेशन रूट निकाल लिया. ठीक है, अब इफ क्वेश्चन इज आस्किंग फॉर ओनली नेचर ऑफ रूट्स, तो हमें इतना करने की जरूरत नहीं है. देयर इज नो नीड टू डू दिस मेथड. ओके, वी आर देयर इज नो नीड टू फाइंड द value of roots. If you find the value of root, then you can say that the roots are real and distinct. But with the help of concept of d, which is b square minus 4ac. So if you are going to use the concept of d, this is d, which is b square minus 4ac. So the value of d is what? See, the value of b is 5. So it becomes 5 square minus 4. A is 1 and C is 6. So it becomes 25 minus 24, which is 1. So the value of D is 1. So now in this case, D is a perfect square. And as I told you in previous slide, if D is a perfect square, if D is a perfect square, then roots are rational roots. So in this question, if you see, D is equals to what? 1, which means D is a perfect square. So that's why we got X as minus 2 and minus 3, which are rational numbers. So are you getting the point now? Okay. As I told you earlier, the graph of quadratic equation is parabola, right? So if two roots are there, so it means what? The graph cuts x-axis at two distinct points, isn't it? किसी भी if graph of any polynomial is given, this is y-axis and this is x-axis. So if question is asking for how many roots are there, then how we interpret that? The number of times the graph cuts x-axis is what? The number of roots of that equation we have. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 equation of this graph, 4 roots are there for this graph of this equation. Are you getting my point? Okay. Now see, with the help of concept of discriminant, we can say that we can take a knowledge about graph also. Okay. In next lecture, we are going to learn about that also, ki how we draw the graph. Okay. So, but in today's lecture, we can take a little bit idea about that also. Okay. So see here, if you see here, the discriminant is what? B square minus 4ac. Okay. If D is greater than 0, means two real roots are there. It means what? the graph of that polynomial, of that quadratic polynomial, we can say that cuts x-axis on 2 point, right? And we know that the graph of that quadratic polynomial is what? Parabola. So this cuts on 2 points. So if you see here, the graph cuts x-axis on 2 points. Okay. If d is 0, means one repeated root. There is only one root, and equal roots means repeated root. So the graph will touch x-axis at 1 point. So if you see, the graph is going to be touch at this point. Okay. And if d is less than 0, so it means what? There is no real root. Okay, है ना? ग्राफ अगर d का वैल्यू 0 से छोटा है तो एक भी रियल रूट नहीं है, तो इट मींस व्हाट? ग्राफ विल नाइदर टच नाइदर कट, मतलब वो हवा में ऐसा होगा ना, ऊपर की साइड होगा ऐसा, लाइक दिस. Got it? So if you see here, the graph of this polynomial, quadratic polynomial, is like this. There is no real root. Okay. So the value of x is what? Minus b plus minus under the root of b square minus 4ac upon 2a. So the answer we got is -2 and -3. Okay. Same method we are going to use. Now there are some practice question. In today's lecture, we are going to do that questions also. Okay. Okay, so let me start. Okay. Okay, so first we are going to start with this equation. There is 0 also here, no? If z is equals to 0 is not given, then this is not a quadratic equation. This is what? A quadratic polynomial. So nature of roots, if we are talking about roots, so it must be an equation, right? So first we are going to talk about x square minus 13x minus 230 is equals to 0. Okay. Okay. So if you see, if we compare this equation by our original journal equation, ax square plus bx plus c is equals to 0. The value of a is 1, the value of b is minus 13, and the value of c is what? Minus 230. Isn't it? So see, if you see, the question is asking for what? Nature of roots only, right? है ना? नेचर ऑफ रूट्स के बारे में बात कर रहा है ना. सो देर इज नो नीड टू फाइंड द रूट्स प्रॉपरली. यू कैन यूज द कंसेप्ट ऑफ डी, राइट? You can use the concept of d also. Okay, so what is the value of d is what? B square minus 4ac. So if you see b square, the value of d is what? B square, which is minus 13 square minus 4 into a is 1, and this is minus 230. 13 square is what? 169 minus 4 into, see, minus minus become plus, 4 into 230 is 920. So if you add 169 with 920, you will get 1089. So which is positive? So in this case, d is positive. For first case, d is positive. If d is positive, then roots are real and distinct. Got it? So for this one, roots are real and distinct. Are you getting my point? Okay, ठीक है, very simple. Now for this equation, second, we are going to solve for second also. Okay, so we can make a line, it will give some space. Okay, so here we are going to do second question, and here we are going to do third question. So second question is given that x square plus x plus 1 is equals to 0. Okay, now what we have to do, we have to follow same process. First we are going to compare that equation with the ax square journal equation, which is ax square plus bx plus c is equals to 0. So if we see, this is what? A is 1, b is 1, and c is also 1, right? A is 1, b is 1, and c is also 1. So the value of d we know, which is b square minus 4ac. So the value of d is what? B square is 1 square minus 4 into a is 1, c is also 1. Okay, so it becomes 1 minus 4, which is minus 3, right? So in this case d is negative. So if we knows that if d is negative for any quadratic equation, then roots are not real, or we consider it imaginary roots and distinct imaginary roots. Okay, we can say that. So imaginary roots is for second equation. Okay, okay. So in second question, it is given that the roots of this quadratic equation are imaginary, or we can say that non-real roots, or we can say that non-real roots. Any doubt? ठीक है, simple, very simple. Now if we are going to move to third question, है ना, see, 4x square plus 12x plus 9 इज इक्वल टू 0. देखो, नाउ अ क्वेश्चन अराइजेस. देखो, अब आपके माइंड में एक क्वेश्चन आ सकता है कि सर हमने देखो जो भी क्वेश्चन किया था उसमें सब में एक्स स्क्वायर का कोफिशिएंट कितना था, 1 था. इफ यू सी, वी डू दिस क्वेश्चन, द कोफिशिएंट ऑफ एक्स स्क्वायर इज 1. In this question the coefficient of x square is 1, and in this question the coefficient of x square is 1. But in this question, in this third question, coefficient of x square is not 1. So जैसे मैंने आपको पहले बताया था कि if we wants to use the completing the square, then what we have to do, we have to make the coefficient of x square as 1. But यहाँ पे ऐसा जरूरी नहीं है, it is not compulsory. If you take the coefficient of x square as given in the question, then it will be take same time to solve. Okay, it never becomes simple, it never becomes simple. Okay, so if we compare this as ax square plus bx plus c is equals to 0. So the value of a you will got is 4, the value of b you will got as 12, and the value of c you will get as 9. Okay, okay. So the value of d we know that, which is b square minus 4ac. So it is b square is what, 12 square minus 4, a is 4 and b is also c is 9, sorry, c is 9, right? So 12 square is what, 144 minus, this is 16 into 9. If you know that 116 into 9 is what, again 144. So it is 0. So the value of d is what, 0. If value of d is 0, then we know that the roots are what, equal, real and equal roots. So roots are real and equal. Okay, or we can say that repeated roots. देखो, पेपर में you will got real and equal roots, repeated root, they are same. So roots are repeated roots. Okay, okay. Now as I told you earlier, if d is 0, in that case that quadratic equation is a perfect square of a linear. है ना. So if you see, this 4x square can be written as 2x plus 3 whole square. If you open by using the concept of a plus b whole square, then you will get what? Listen, a square, which is 2x square, which is 4x square, plus 2ab. 2 into 2x is 4x, 4x into 3 is 12x, and plus 3 square, which is 9. So if you see, this is and this is same. Okay, so in first question we have that value of d as positive, in second question we have the value of d as negative, and in second third question we have the d as 0. So if you see, these are the solution: d is positive, negative, and 0. Okay, so what we learn in today's class, we are going to take a quick review. Okay, okay, so we started this chapter. Okay, in today's lecture we are learn about the completing the square method and nature of roots. Fine. Okay, after that we do some questions by using the method of completing the square, right? So if you see, completing the square, in completing the square we are going to use what? Two things. Either we are going to use a plus b whole square, which is a square plus 2ab plus b square, or we are going to use a minus b whole square, which is a square minus 2ab plus b square. Okay, okay, it's depends on which sign. It depends on this sign. If this sign is of plus, then we have to use a plus b whole square, which is a square plus 2ab plus b square, and if the sign is minus, we have to use this number, a minus b whole square, which is a square minus 2ab plus b square. In this question the sign is negative, so that's why we use a minus b whole square. Okay, after that we do some questions also, which is like this, है ना. In this question, in this question plus is sign there, then we use a plus b whole square as a square plus 2ab plus b square. Okay, now after that I told you, if the coefficient of that x square is not 1 given in the question, then what you have to do, you have to make it 1. If you make it 1, then it becomes easier to solve. As you see in this question, we make the coefficient of x square as 1 by taking 2 common. Are you getting my point? Okay, okay, now if you see, what is this? Let me tell you what is this. See, there is a square whose side is x. There is a square whose side is x and x. So the area of that square is what? X square. If we add a rectangle whose one side is b and second side is x, so the area is what? Bx, right? Okay, so what we do, how we add this? What we do, we just break this rectangle from the middle. One part, this one part is added with that part, and that one part is added with there. Okay, so we got this. Okay, x plus a b by 2 and x plus b by 2, and we just remove the this square quantity. So this is the basically activity part of that squaring, completing a square method. Okay, after that, this is the solution. After that we learn about what? The nature of roots. We learn about nature of roots. For any quadratic equation ax square plus bx plus c, this formula is known as quadratic formula, which is minus b plus minus under the root of b square minus 4ac upon 2a. Okay, if d is positive, then roots are real and distinct, and in there is a sub case also. If d is a perfect square, then roots are rational, and if d is not a perfect square, then irrational roots. If d is 0, then roots are real and equal, or we can say that repeated roots. If d is 0, less than 0, the roots are imaginary. Okay, after that we do some questions, we learn about this one also. Okay, okay, after that we done 3 practice question. Okay, okay, so this is all about this topic. In next class we are going to learn about how we make the graphs. Okay, so which is very important. So thank you so much, stay safe, and enjoy. Thank you so much. Bye.